It's time for Carole and Carmella on The Buzz, One Voice Radio.
Hey. Welcome to the Buzz Talk Show. I'm your girl, Carmella.
And I'm your girl, Carole.
What's up, you guys?
What's going on?
So guess what?
What?
You're tuning in to what?
OneVoiceRadio.com.
You got it. So this is actually our first live video, you guys.
You all, we have started a YouTube channel.
Yes.
There will never be another first, and we got an outstanding guest for you today.
Yes. But before we hop into that,
absolutely,
we got to give you our infomercials, how you can reach us and so forth. So, of course, normally we would tell you guys, you can find our shows on thebuzztalkshow.com. That's our website. Those are actual audios, but now we're doing the actual face-to-face. So yeah, go back and listen to those, tune in. Also, we're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. So yeah, we like making funny videos over there. Yes. And also our other audios are on Amazon Music, Spotify, so forth. You can find us everywhere.
But we want you to definitely subscribe and like the new YouTube channel with us and everything, because like we said, there will never be another first. And this is our absolute first. Number one.
And if you need any information, because we are fairly new on here, we'll be glad to email you. It's thebuzztalk411@gmail.com.
Absolutely. You can't miss that. We got it right over our shoulder. See the difference in us actually being able to go live with you all. But I tell you, we're just going to have some fun. As you know, we've been talking about enjoying it, having fun, doing what we do. We're going to continue that, actually going with the channel on YouTube. So it's no difference. We're just going to have fun. It's not going to be all uptight and uppity and all that. We're going to laugh. We're going to have fun. And we're going to give you some information and knowledge. For those of you who were not privileged, a couple of weeks ago, I think, we had none other than Coach Reggie Barlow on, that laid some nuggets out, told us who he was, what he was doing. He didn't say what he was about to do. We left a cliffhanger there. So we're back with part two. So he's going to let you know what's going on with him. We're going to recap exactly who he is, what he's been doing, the last couple of years and everything. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please let me introduce to you none other than Coach Reggie Barlow. Woo! Reggie!
Hey, what's happening?
What's going on? Hey.
Yeah, I see you guys looking nice in y'all yellow there tonight. Pretty smiles, and I'm excited about being on with you all. I appreciate that.
We are excited about having you on, because we know you are busy. Even more busier now than you were the last time you were on. So we just thank you for taking time to, stop by and just holler at us for a little while.
We're playing kitchen.
Right on.
Right on. So for the listeners who did not get a chance to, hear you the last time, and, for those who did not go back and do what we often tell you to do and re-listen to the show, just tell us a little bit about you, Reggie. Who are you and what you got going on?
Yeah, so I'm Reggie Barlow. I'm from Montgomery, Alabama. Went to high school there, Lanier High School, Sidney Lanier High School. And then, right on, got to plug the school, right?
Right, gotcha.
Then got blessed to get a football scholarship to Alabama State University. I had a great time there under Coach Houston Markham. Then after playing 4 years at Alabama State, I was blessed to get drafted into the NFL by the Jacksonville Jaguars. I was there in Jacksonville for 5 years. After my 5 years there, I got picked up by the Oakland Raiders, and I was there for a year and a half. And after being with the Raiders, I was blessed to get picked up by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers under John Gruden, and was blessed to win a Super Bowl championship there with some wonderful teammates, wonderful coaches, and really excited about those opportunities, those memories. And after getting out of football, retiring and moving back to Montgomery, I really wanted to see how I would like coaching. So I volunteered at Lanier High School under Coach Richard Moncrief and really liked it. And then we got blessed with an opportunity to go coach at Alabama State as a quarterback coach there for a few years. And then we got blessed to be the head coach at Alabama State. So we were the head coach there for 8 years, 8 really good years that we really enjoyed, learned a lot, forever grateful for Alabama State. But then after being there for 8 years, I was blessed to get this job out here at Virginia State. And I did Virginia State for 6 or 7 years. And man, what a great school, great opportunity. Those people gave me an opportunity when I was maybe not so quite in the best spot mentally, but really grateful for Virginia State University. Really had some really good teams out here, did a good job. And now we've been blessed to be one of 8 coaches that's going to be a head coach in the XFL. We're really looking forward to that. When you talk about joining a team, any team, you want to know what the leadership is like. And Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and Miss Garcia are 2 of the primary owners there that they've done a great job in their careers. Everything they've touched has really done well. So I'm excited to be picked as one of the coaches that's going to lead a team, and just really humble and blessed and looking forward to this next experience in life.
Wow. See, that's what I'm talking about, because I was listening to you when you said you started volunteering at Lanier,
Right.
Volunteered, and listened to where it has went from that point. I mean, that's just extraordinary. You put in the work, you put in the time volunteering, and then so many blessings on top of blessings after that, as far as being able to go to Alabama State, go to Virginia, and now, wow, XFL.
Yeah.
I mean, you threw in there Dwayne "The Rock." Did you say "The Rock"? I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
We can't just ease
Skip
that on
over
there.
that,
Skip
yeah.
over that.
Yeah.
"The Rock." I mean,
Yeah. I mean, obviously, Mr. Johnson, Dwayne Johnson name speaks for itself, The Rock, and
exactly.
really just an amazing person, and his passion about the XFL. I mean, The Rock was once a college football player that played at Miami, and he initially got a shot to go and play in the NFL, but things didn't work out, right? He didn't make the team based on some, different variables. And then he played a little bit in Canada, but at the time there was nothing in the States that gave promising athletes that's just on the cutting edge of playing in the NFL, but didn't make it. There was nothing to give them an opportunity to still live a dream and chase a career. So that's why he's so adamant and passionate about this league, is giving those young men who are right on the cutting edge an opportunity to still live a dream. So I'm excited about being a part of it. Can't wait.
Okay. Well, I can't wait. Actually, I want to know the difference between the two. Let us know the difference in NFL and XFL. Like, what's the difference in initials and what does it mean?
Yeah, so obviously the NFL, everybody knows it's National Football League. Depending on who you ask, sometimes it means not for long. All right, your career is not for long. All right, so and then the XFL, obviously, there's been a relaunch of the XFL. So it's still football. It's still been played on a 100-yard field. Right, there'll still be 11 offense, 11 defense at a time. Obviously, there's a lot of similarities in the style of ball. Obviously, the NFL, I'm not gonna demean them, right? I mean, they're the best of the best, right? It's 1% that gets an opportunity to play there. But then there are still a lot of really good football players out there that don't mean they're not part of that 1%. It just means the timing of getting in the NFL wasn't there. So it's still played with a funny shaped ball, right? So the similarities is still football. It's just the difference is really is in the three letters, right? You're still going to get a group of guys that are passionate about the game, a group of coaches that are passionate about the game, that know the game. So it's just another opportunity for guys like myself to get a chance to coach on a professional level, as well as these athletes that's on the cutting edge to have an opportunity to play on the next level. So should be fun.
Okay, cool. Now I did Google it. Is it true that you guys will play on off season of the regular football season, or how does that work?
Right. So that's one good difference, and it's always great to be interviewed or talk with someone who's done their homework. So I commend you on that. But yeah. So obviously the NFL and college football is played in the fall. It's played August. Training camp is August, and then you got September, October, November, December. That's when they're playing. Our league is more of a spring league, right? Because we can't get enough of football, right? So as soon as the football season ends, the National Football Championship and the Super Bowl championship and the next thing we all thinking is like, man, no more football. We got to wait all the way to August.
Right.
Well, now you don't have to wait that long. All you got to do is stay patient and just know there's going to be the XFL, which is going to have a really good brand of football, really good athletes, really good coaches. Our games will start in February, right? So we'll have February, March, April, and then, of course, it will end in May. So that's the other thing that's a little different. It's not your typical fall league, but it is your typical football.
Football. So
Yeah.
you could just
That's right.
get football after football after football. One end, another one begins.
Right.
Right.
So technically, you played in the NFL, and now you're coaching the XFL.
Yeah. I mean, to have an opportunity to do both, I mean, it's a blessing, and really a very appreciative for the opportunities that I had to play in the NFL. I really had a lot of great people I met there. But now this is as they say in the Bible, new wine, new skin, right? So opportunity to go and do something that I haven't done in a while. So looking forward to it.
So how did that actually come about as far as you, I mean, did you go for them, or they came came looking for you, or how did it all come about?
So there's this amazing guy named Scott Pioli, who has been a long time NFL GM, and he's won a lot of Super Bowls, has been extremely successful. And he is a guy that believes in giving minorities opportunities that they may not normally get. So we cultivated a relationship, got a chance to know each other. He wrote an article about guys that he felt like deserve an opportunity to coach on another level, whether it's NFL or professional level, whether it's as a coordinator or whether it's to be a head coach on the NFL level. And my name was in that. He blessed, put my name in there. And I'm so thankful for Scott Pioli and a mutual friend, a mutual GM that worked in the NFL a long time as well. Read the article, kind of reached out, had a few conversations, fill each other out and all that stuff. And, we cultivated that relationship, and they felt good enough after having talks with other people that's a part of the XFL. They felt like that I would be a good fit for it. So that's kind of like how it happened, which is, it's great to have things happen when you're just not out looking, right? It's just comes from out of nowhere. And sometimes in the coaching profession, I mean, every guy wants that opportunity to go and coach at another level, coach a different position, be a coordinator, be a head coach. And sometimes you can find yourself looking. And I must admit, I've done that a time or two in my career, but we use a term around here, with our team, we're at Virginia State, is to be where your feet are. And that's basically saying just be in the present. Don't worry about the scoreboard, looking around and all that stuff. Just take care of what you can take care of. And then the other stuff take care of itself. So once we did that and just focus on where I was and being present with the team that I was with, the coaches that I was with, the university I was with, and then voila, this opportunity came up. So that's how it happened.
So basically the saying, let the work I've done speak for me.
Yeah, I mean, I am who I am because of the people that I've been blessed to surround myself with, our assistant coaches, our support staff, and we have had some amazing athletes. I mean, some absolutely amazing athletes. Matter of fact, since I've been a head coach, our coaches and myself, we've had at least 23 guys that have either gotten drafted in the NFL, signed free agent, or was invited for a tryout camp. So that's 23, and that's all from HBCU. So you don't get a chance to be successful unless you have really good football players around you. So we're so thankful for them. We're thankful for our coaches that we've been able to coach with and to be able to learn from. And we just want to keep it going.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
You know, they say you do right, follow. I kind of want to go back to our last discussion of Dash. Do you plan to use that with your upcoming team? I know you said that was like your ministry.
Right. Yeah. So the Dash, obviously that's our acronym for who we are and what we stand for. And it's a commitment, right? There's no negotiating the Dash. And that's how I've been able to become the person that I am, the coach that I am. So I think it makes all the sense in the world to continue what has allowed us to be successful. And obviously the Dash stands for discipline, positive and conquering attitude. I mean, discipline, doing what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. Attitude, positive, conquering attitude. S is for sacrifice. The first H is for habits. Habits must be aligned with your expectation. The most important, what's your heart like? I mean, are you a giver? Are you a server? Do you care about people? Can you love your teammates, your coaches, your community? So I think it fits right in with what we want to instill in our team. Obviously, we'll get some input from our assistant coaches and support staff on things that are important to them. But I do think these 5 core characteristics, whatever they seem to bring up, it'll probably cover, things that we would want to be our ingredients that we want to make a part of our fiber as we go in the XFL.
Wow.
Exciting. I'm looking forward to it. I've never been that big football fan, of course, other than Alabama.
Yeah.
Right.
Ever, I will be finding myself watching you out there on that field doing what you do so well.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that. We'll make sure when time comes for our schedule that you guys have one and have a couple and be able to tell your supporters, your fans, and of course, you guys get an opportunity to watch it as well. So really appreciate that.
Absolutely. Just to even listen to you say how it came about with The Rock. I don't know that there. Right. Creating something for those that, like you say, just maybe right there on that line that couldn't, get to the NFL, but they're still good players, still disciplined players, and they'll be able to go out there and show their skills.
Well, when you talk about the sporting arena in any sport, in any sport that we have here in America, baseball, right? If you go and if you don't get to live your dream and make it to the major leagues, well, they have single A ball, double A ball, triple A ball. So there's a lot of levels that a guy still get to say, I had a chance to go and play and live out a dream. And basketball, they have the D League, right? So guys get to do that. Other sports, everybody has this cutting edge part of it except football. And I think now this gives a football guy an opportunity to live out his dream and play professional, although it may be not the NFL or whatever, but it's still an opportunity for him to say, he embraced in the locker room with some good brothers and coaches, had an opportunity to go out and live. Still, he'll be, under the 5%, right? Because, there'll still be a lot of guys that won't be able to say they played in the XFL. So I'm excited about it. Like I said, I really, love the passion that The Rock and Ms. Garcia have about it. They spoke openly and candidly about what they want this league to be. And it fits exactly what I would want our team to be.
Right. Wow. Just the fact, like everyone is saying, it's The Rock. You never know what avenue would take you to another. So just because you're playing on the XFL doesn't mean it might not open up an avenue for you being, spokesperson for Gatorade or just whatever. It can open up other avenues. So I think this is great. And it's off season from normal football. It gives people something else to do and watch.
Exactly. And enjoy, like you said. And to think that, you don't hide at all, as you often say, Rich Chris Reggie.
All right.
I mean, you keep it real from where you started and all of the avenues. And to think now, like I said, you played in the NFL, now you're coaching in the XFL. I mean, it's up from here.
Right.
Yeah. Now, the fact that you say that, a Rich Chris, I mean, I don't know why people won't embrace who they are and where they come from. I mean, like, I am who I am because of the things that I had to overcome in Ridge Crest, right? The things that we had to overcome, my mom, my brothers. I mean, it made you a better person and not a bitter person. It made you understand being told no. It made you understand doing without. It made you understand hard work and grit. And so, those are all characteristics that I've used, outside of God, right, to propel me to where I am now. So, but yeah, I always will embrace that. And I mean, that's just what it is.
Right. Makes you grateful.
Exactly. And that's what we want, all the generations, all the kids that start out now to realize they can start, where you start doesn't necessarily mean that's where you have to end, regardless of the situation. It's just hard work, dedication, like you said, and the sky's the limit.
Yeah. My screensaver is our house in Ridgecrest, a little green house that we had on Azalea Drive. That's my screensaver. Somebody asked me about that today. Like, what is that house? I was like, it's the house that I spent most of my childhood in. So
that's where it begun.
Yeah. Part of me.
Look at that. Yes. So see, listeners and viewers now, we have to say our viewers now. We gave you a cliffhanger last time as far as what he was about to do. Now he is one of the new coaches in the XFL. So you definitely want to look out for that and wait on the schedule and everything to come out, because we will be talking about it often. Yep. But one of the other things that we touched on when he was here was some books that he was about to do or was in the process of doing. Well, guess what? The books are out. You can purchase the book.
That's right.
It's 2 books. So Reggie, tell us about the books. Tell us the name of the books. Show us the books. Tell us what it's to write the books.
Okay, so the theme and thought behind it was I really believe, and as I gotten older, I believe, like, the words that come out of our mouth are so important. Like, we are what we constantly believe and think, and and what we say, right? Mm-hmm. And putting positive stuff out in the universe that's coming out of your mouth. So just in my thought process of growing up where I grew up at, and I know as parents, we all love our kids, right? We love our kids, but sometimes in the mundane day or schedule of work and cooking and cleaning and all that stuff, we don't always shoot out the positive affirmations to our kids. And more importantly, making them repeat them back to us. So it can become instilled in their brain and it can become part of their fiber. So there came the thought process of our boy and girl affirmation books. All right. So this is, like, obviously these are not for sale, but it's I am and I will be. Wow. A positive affirmation book for boys and positive affirmation for our girls, our young girls. So just a quick deal about it. I mean, we if you look here, I mean, this is I am, right? That's the most important part of I am a person of excellence, right? I am loyal. I'm resilient. All right. I am ethical. I'm sincere. I'm trustworthy. I'm full of integrity. Like, I mean, these things are things that our boys and girls need to be saying to themselves as they grow up and as they get older, right? And it really starts, at a young age, right? I mean, obviously you can kickstart it when you're 12, 13, but man, if you get this book or get any book that's positive affirmations and you can get it while your kid is able to say it back to you, then it's a winning edge. So we have it for little girls, all right? Positive affirmations for little girls. And then it's a positive affirmations for our young men, our little boys, right? And I mean, there's I am valuable. I mean, that kids need to know that they are, especially once you turn them over to these schools. And not saying schools are bad, because schools are, we don't have a school problem, we got a parenting problem, right?
Exactly.
So, so if the teacher can say this to the kids and the kids can say it back to them, at least they know when they get bullied or possibly bullied and kids trying to make them less than, they've been saying this to themselves about, I am valuable. I am somebody. I can and I will learn. I will use my time wisely. So there's a lot of positive affirmations in here. And if a parent or teacher gets it and go through 5 or 6 pages of it, I mean, you're going to see some stuff in here that talks about, on this page here, it talks about, I am confident. And here's a young man that's presenting in his classroom, which you got to be confident when you go before the class. But more importantly, he's presenting about what? I don't know if you guys can see that, but he's presenting about the dash.
Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
All right. So, I mean, he's sharing the dash with people. So those are the guy, the boy, and the girl book, right? But we thought it would be also fun to have accompanying coloring books for both boys and girls. So not only do they get to read about it, say it out loud, but they also can color, right?
Wow.
And it also has the affirmations in it as well. And, so that way, they seeing it, they writing it, they coloring in the book, they're doing all of that. And, this is just a page right here for myself, encouraging kids, parents, families to read and say these things to their kids, and obviously have the kids say it back to them. At some point, I will be having book signings, so I put many of my football cards in here in the back, so a kid instantly have about 10 to 12 of my football cards that are put on the back page that I can sign, or we could sign and attach it to anything that, wherever they want me to sign it, but we can get it taken care of. So yeah, it's a affirmation book for boys, affirmation book for girls, and then of course the coloring book. And you can get this at Amazon, right? You put my name in Amazon, Reggie Barlow, affirmation books. They'll come up. I think one of them is like $7.99. The other one is like $8.99. But for me, it's really not about the money, because I'm gonna give away more books than I'm looking to have people buy. Right? It's about the mess. It's about the message. It's about me wanting to change, right, the mindset of these young kids that are growing up, and give them something to hang on to. Let them know they are somebody. That they, I had a teacher at Bellingraph, Miss Dr. Walker and Miss Walker, and she used to make us say a creed, if you will. And it was, I don't remember all the words, but I do remember, I am somebody, right? And you say it with pride and all that stuff. So, so that's what we got going on with the books. We will, I post a lot of stuff on social media, Facebook and Instagram about the books. Obviously, I'll keep putting stuff out there so people can go and buy. We've had a lot of people that's gone out and support already, and we try to post people's stuff, right? Because it's about thanking them for their support, and hopefully the book will be beneficial to them. So I appreciate you guys allowing me to be able to share that on your show. So thank you.
I mean, I'm listening to you saying, of course, for the kids, but of course, the parents read it to the kids and have them say it back to them. But I'm just thinking, because of we're so often talking about motivation and all this kind of stuff, it's just as equally important for the adults that's doing, I am somebody, I am trustworthy. Some of the things that, had in there. So the parents actually can get a lot out of the book itself, just, even going over with the kids.
Yeah. I mean, and then it even talks about I am strong, I am healthy, right? And
Exactly.
I mean, let's think about it. Us as adults, I mean, there's all type of mental frustration and mental issues that all of us deal with at some point in our life. And if we're not spending time with positive self-talk, positive encouragement,
Exactly.
as we get older, as we grow, I mean, then I've learned that my mental is extremely controlled by my physical output of being active, right? And making sure that that I'm active and exercising and keeping myself in shape. So but everybody have to find out what works for them. But positive affirmations is certainly something that I've used like in my adult life, playing an NFL, writing it down, saying it out loud, making it become part of my fiber. So I'm just hoping that we can help some folks out.
Absolutely. I mean, that's just positive. I agree. Absolutely agree.
Yeah. I think the book has so much value between you're teaching the kids to expand their vocabulary. You're building their mindset, getting them to another level of learning. Is even fun. They can color in the book. So it's so much value in the book.
Right.
To build their mindset in a different mind frame.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that, and I agree. I think especially about enhancing their vocabulary and hearing words that they probably wouldn't normally hear and say.
Right.
But then there's some fun stuff that we got planned. We're gonna eventually. I was waiting to get my schedule from the XFL. I've gotten that today, so now I can plan out some stuff about. For some of the schools, obviously in Montgomery, where it started at for me. Obviously, I want to do some stuff out here in Virginia, and then kind of like in the areas where I played ball at. Of course, lean on the NFL Shield to help me out with a lot of stuff. But we want to have, just fun days where we're gonna give out some books, we're gonna sell some books, we're gonna have the jumping gym type deals. Just kind of like hang out, have fun, and kind of get everybody on the same page in terms of our mental thought process. And of course, there's going to be some coloring book contests going where we're going to give these kids some cash money and some other things to, who can color the best, right? I tell you what, I already have a competition with somebody that think they can color better than me. So I'm like, I'm already ready for that. Like, I'm that old school coloring guy. I'm gonna outline it and all that stuff.
Then coloring, okay.
Yeah. Gonna outline it real hard with the crayon, then color real light.
Yeah.
We ain't coming out with it. Yeah. So
you're one of the ones break all the crayons.
Right. That's right. Yeah. So we got some stuff planned to kind of go with what we already been doing with the dash and the t-shirts and the bands and the book, and just my ministry, right?
Right.
Two most important days we put on earth: the day you was born and the day you realize why. And God put me here to serve. So and
you're doing everything in between, living that dash. That's in between.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Appreciate that.
I know you said you're going to be a couple of different places. We're going to have to follow up behind you a couple of those places, definitely, to support and to be a part of it. And of course, we're going to constantly talk about it on the bus. We're going to buzz.
That's right.
That's
right. That's right. I like it.
Definitely going to do that. Yeah. So for our listeners, we have been blessed twice so far to have Mr. Barlow, Coach Barlow on with us to let us know what he's about to do now, to let us know what he's doing for the kids, giving back to the community, giving back to the kids, trying to help our kids, because it takes a village. It really does. It takes a village. You got a lot of single parents trying to raise their kids and, maybe having problems or what have you. And who knows? This book just could help them. You just never take anything lightly. And then to see that he put in the back of it, his cards of all his different stuff, so there is literally a value to that book, not just for the kids, but for the parents as well. So we truly appreciate it. We're going to talk about the book often, as we do. Mr. Orm's book, as we tell you, The Mindset of a Champion. Of course, it's on Amazon as well, but we're definitely going to order the books. because we're going to have to talk about them and let you all know that you need to get the book.
Most definitely.
That's right.
Definitely to get the book, because it's, I mean, like I said, I was listening to him say all the things that, you know, for the kids and everything, but I'm like, adults need to know this as well.
Right.
You know,
so adults, you have to do your part and order the book. So yeah.
And you read it.
Right.
Not just read it to the kids, you read it and you know,
right.
You know, you're trustworthy, you are somebody, you're happy, this, you know, all those different things. So yeah, I look forward to getting the book, reading it myself.
Right. Everything, as you can see, it starts with your mind. Coach Barlow said, you know, feed your mindset is what you speak into the atmosphere. So these books that we're throwing out there is helpful.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And for anybody, any of your listeners or any of your viewers, right? that are seeing this, and I mean this, like, if you want the book and you found yourself in a strain and money is tight, all you got to do is find a way, reach me on Facebook, Reggie Barlow, and we'll make sure that you get, whether it's a boy book, boy coloring book, girl coloring book, or, I mean, you can get all of them. So we want anybody that wants to have it, we'll make sure that they get it. So just Reggie Barlow on Facebook, Ridgecrest Reggie on Instagram, and my Twitter got hacked right after they announced me as one of the coaches for the XFL. So the last 4 days, it's been, you know, so I don't know what's going to happen. I may have to start over and get a whole new account on Twitter, but they definitely can get me on Facebook, definitely get me on Instagram. So, but we appreciate you guys and y'all platform, and yeah, we mean that.
Appreciate you coming on, sharing this information. Now, you all know that he said if you just, you know, can't purchase the book, to send him a message. So, you know, I just want to reiterate that if you cannot purchase the book, I mean, like he said, it's not all about the money. He's going to give it to you, but make sure that you try to do right, because we want all the kids to have them. But if you can purchase it and leave the other ones for, you know, maybe someone who can't purchase it.
Right.
Definitely, because we want to get that book out there. We want it to be a household topic and everyone talking about it, everyone buzzing about it and everything. So we're going to continue to help share that. And we probably get some ourselves and just give some away on the show or whatever periodically to some listeners or what have you. So definitely want to be able to do that and be a support.
Yep, we'll be sure to leave the link for that also.
Absolutely. But, you know, every week still, even live now, I'm still going to have to give my quote. I still have a quote. So let me get that for you all. And it's ironic. Of course, it had to be something dealing with coaching. It had to be. And the quote for this week says, "A good coach can change a game, but a great coach can change a life."
Right.
Listeners, viewers, you are looking at a great coach.
That's perfect.
I appreciate that.
Looking at a great coach. So, I mean, you know, he's not just doing it on the field. He's doing it on the field and off the field. Right. You know, so definitely you are looking at a great coach. And we truly appreciate you coming back on the buzz to buzz about what you're about to do, what you got going on, the books and everything else. We appreciate that so very much. We do.
Yeah, I appreciate the kind words, and I really like that quote. I think it's so true. Sometimes we get caught up in wins and losses, and you know, we kind of forget about, you know, helping folks. But you know, acronym I use for coach is called on as Christ helpers. So it's, you know, it's a part of what we do, right? It's an extension of, you know, a lot of these kids don't have, you know, perfect setup family wise. So, you know, things that we do. Well, I mean, I know for me, I mean, you think back to Bellingraph and places we've been, you think about Coach Wilson and Coach Moore. I mean, you know those guys, right?
Yes,
because especially for us, when we saw so much of them. So I appreciate you guys saying that. I appreciate you guys allowing me to be on the buzz, and I hope you guys continue. Obviously, I'll share and tell people about your YouTube channel, and give you guys an opportunity to continue to spread the good word.
We totally appreciate it so much. We really appreciate it, because we're going to do the same thing. We're going to spread the word about you being the new coach. We're going to spread the word about the books and just whatever we can do to help the kids get these books in their hands.
Right.
Right on. Appreciate that.
Absolutely. We absolutely appreciate you taking this time out to join us yet again.
Yes, in the first.
on our YouTube channel.
First, I tell you.
Another first.
Never.
Yeah.
It would never
Well,
be
yeah,
another
it'll never be a first. So I certainly appreciate that. So I look forward to watching it over and over and over and sharing it, of course, as well.
Absolutely. And you have an open invitation. Come back as often and as many times as you want.
Right.
Because I know
Appreciate that.
much more that you're going to have to talk about.
That's right. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you all, as we often tell you all when we get ready to cut out of here, until next time, we out.